Hello, rail friends. Thanks for joining us here on Rail Moments, where we're chasing the P&LE Heritage locomotive for CSX. I believe it was released in June, so it's pretty new to the lines. He passed through Cowan last night at 413 Central, stopped in Waxahachie and worked the yard there this morning. He's going to be on train M583. For those of you who kept up with it, he passed our rail cam at Audubon Acres at 11:27 this morning, and then he passed on down to Ringgold.
Call me on the phone if your radio's really low. I can't make you out. I heard you say something about the pocket, but that was it. I'll find the phone.
Anytime the scanner activates, we'll stop so that we don't miss the action on what's coming. But let's see, he was in Ringgold at 11:50, and let's see, for those of you familiar with the WNA Western Atlantic subline that we're on, he was at milepost 111.4 at 11:46. The P&LE is the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Heritage locomotive for CSX. Quick history: Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad. It's known as the Little Giant. They held him, or he's currently held, for the northbound that I didn't get on in time, but a northbound CSX train. So he's currently sitting in Tunnel Hill. We are here in Dalton, Georgia at the old freight depot on the WNA, and we are at the Diamond. So behind us are both NS tracks and the CSX track where it crosses over the NS tracks here. So CSX crosses over here. So just sit tight. Like I said, he had to wait for the northbound there in Tunnel Hill. He might also have one in front of him there. I'm not quite sure. I've got a couple of different reports. So been a quick rush, took my lunch, run down here. We got set up real quick. So let me go ahead and get situated. We are going to go ahead and film this as well for production. So you will see the clapperboard used right before he starts, so that Casey can adjust what he calls the white bar and then synchronize the different cameras and the external sound device, and so we can get you a good quality shot of this when he does the production back in the studio. So just bear with me for a little bit while I finish getting set up. It's 90 degrees. I got to make sure everything doesn't get too hot. So like I said, just sit tight. Since that northbound has passed, once he gets past them up there, that'll clear his way. The only other thing we may have to wait on is any NS traffic. So sit tight, get excited. The P&LE, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Heritage locomotive, recently released for CSX. Number 1875, CSXT 1875. So here we go. Bear with, and as soon as I know something, I'll pass it on to you. He will be coming from left to right. Left side of the screen is facing north, and to the right is south. So Atlanta to our right, Tunnel Hill, Ringgold, Chattanooga to your left. for any of you that might be north of us when he leaves Tunnel Hill, if you will let us know and we'll pass it on. We are waiting for him to be released from Tunnel Hill to come our way, and we'll catch your notes here on the monitor. Hi guys. Another day in paradise.
L806 is coming down, and then 583 is behind it. L06 got a L806 has a hammerhead style YN2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nicely, we got about what 10 cars maybe.
Have they released him yet? Or is he
He's on the move, yeah.
He's on the move.
583 is behind him, and he has the P&LE unit waiting.
Awesome. Hey, you guys heard? We just had an update. The local that was in front of him, they have put him on the move. So the local that is holding him up in Tunnel Hill is moving our way, and then behind him will be the P&LE. So sit tight, don't move. Tunnel Hill from us is 7-8 minutes. Excuse me, 7 or 8 miles from where we are. So we just kind of have to see on timing how quick they get here with us. Yeah, are you on the line with me? I am the decision, but again, everybody, for those of you who have just joined us, thanks for being with Casey and I here on Rail Moments. We are awaiting for CSXT 1875, the P&LE, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. Heritage Locomotive going to be passing us southbound here in Dalton, Georgia at the freight depot. There is a local in front of him that was sitting up in Tunnel Hill. It is on the move our way, so stay tuned for the action. We should be good momentarily. Is that coming off? Yeah, there is a slight light. All right, this one's going to be dead in a second. All right, well, at least I'm on. You can
Yeah, fine, right?
because clearly orientation is really beginning. You can't get the orientation at the back end. So after erasing the shit about 7 times this morning, it's like, fuck, you know, I'm on, that's good, we can fix this. All right, thanks. Bye. We do have gates. That should be the local. We do have gates. That could be the local that we've been waiting on that's in front of the P&LE. He will be coming, suddenly he's coming from the left of our screen, so that could be the local. XL 806, the local, and he just passed us through the gates here in Dalton. For those of you who watched our rail cam earlier this morning, you would have seen that go by. That's the old style, the middle paint style for CSX, so you got to see one of the older paint styles here. So at this point, we're waiting for some of our folks that are north of us to let us know if he has been cleared to move yet. I do believe he's got a approach approval, but I don't have exact timing, so as soon as I know something from our friends that are up in Tunnel Hill, I will get you guys caught up. And for those of you that just joined, we are awaiting on CSX, P&LE, Heritage Locomotive for CSX. Sorry, I'm multitasking here with a couple of different things going on all at the same time. We are here on the WNA sub, which runs between Waxahachie and down to Kennesaw. The train that we are waiting on is M583. And where you're looking currently is the south side of Dalton, where we're awaiting the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. As you hear, they're switching with the local. That's the scanner that you're hearing. Try not to talk over it at any time. We'll hear him call North Dalton once he gets released. As you heard him call 8 more, that means 8 more car lengths that they're moving. So they're down south of us switching, and you're currently facing south towards Atlanta.
Both.
Once again,
Yeah. Good for 20, just get behind the boat. Yeah, no, we're good for 20. We're about 3.
yeah.
It wasn't on the track too, it was on the wayside there. Yeah, but alright, I guess I'm gonna go there and take a look, I appreciate it. Thank you. Contact. AC dispatcher Jack, stand over.
0806.
806, go ahead over.
Yeah, we're down here at the dog radio.
Okay, just 583 goes by, your lights over.
583, permission both directions coming back north.
Yeah, that's correct. Permission for both directions, swing south and down north end. Tell them signal indication back north over.
I understand. Permission swing south and down north and kill both directions and signal north. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Okay, rail friends, I think we've got everything ready. It's been kind of a last minute chase, last minute setup. 93 degrees here in Dalton. Had a little problem with wind, had a little problem with overheating, but I think we've got it all under control and we're gonna make this work. Thank you for being with us, for Casey and I here on Rail Moments. We appreciate you. And it's exciting because we are, as you know, live here in Dalton. We're also going to do production while we're here on this. Behind me, facing that direction, is north. Tunnel Hill, 7-8 miles up the way. And that's where the local and the P&LE were holding in Tunnel Hill. As I understand at this point, the P&LE has been released to proceed southbound. So CSXT, locomotive 1875, he is on train M583. And south on the main, we do have conversation on the scanner. That could be him. Right before the production, I'll do this far enough ahead so it doesn't interfere with your guys's. But you will see the what we call the clapper, which I leave behind all the time. Casey uses this to adjust the conditions on the camera to the proper lighting, and so he uses the white bar. And then also we synchronize, since we have multiple cameras and external sound device, etc., so that when he layers it in production, it is all easy for him to align so that you see the same train wheel with the same train noise as opposed to discombobulation. So thanks for being with us. Don't forget, subscribe, like, check out our CSX combination video that Casey just released last week. 5 different CSX locomotives in different places, night and day shots. So we're going to turn it back over to viewing northbound here at the freight depot, and understand that he is headed our way. So hopefully the next horn you hear will be our P&LE, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. We have cameras that are both in front and behind, external sound device, 360, etc. So we're all set, ready to roll. Thanks everybody for being with us here live on Rail Moments.
188's coming northbound.
We have a northbound first. Okay, we're good.
Norfolk Southern.
Norfolk Southern northbound is going to be first, so our P&LE is going to have to wait a moment for that to cross, since they do cross here at the Diamond. So we're going to have a northbound NS next, and then our feature shall be arriving. So we're going to go ahead and move to the south here, south view. And we have horn. This is going to be Norfolk Southern coming northbound. Norfolk Southern coming northbound here in Dalton. The Norfolk Southern track crosses the CSX track here, so that will hold up our M583 train. So let's go ahead and see what we catch with this. That car you see is the Crescent car from the old Southern line here in Dalton. So you can hear him on the scanner. Adjust y'all a little bit. We have gates. We have gates. was fun. Did you all see the Pink Panther? All right, he's going to move northbound, and where you're looking at right now is what's called the Diamond. That's where CSX crosses over, and I'll point it out right there where my finger is, between those two green poles. That section is where the Diamond is. That's where CSX crosses over NS. So 583 will be coming in on the left side of the track, crossing over, then be over on the far side next to those rusty tanker cars sitting there. So that should free him up. What I've been told, that he's got green to proceed, I've been told from our friends that are north of us. So our star performer should be arriving with us momentarily. We have some other rail fans hanging out with us here, live in Dalton. Tell everybody hi.
What's going on, folks? How you doing?
Hanging out, waiting for 583 with us.
Absolutely. I've seen them one time already, but it should be next. I don't know. They're a huge train as well.
All right, so we got both an exciting train, a long train, and it's a mixed train, and it doesn't have a lot of auto racks, so maybe we'll get some more art. But we're all ready. He's ready. They're set up. Everybody's got cameras. We're all waiting, along with you guys here live in Dalton.
Now it just needs to get here.
That's right. Now he's got to get here so I can go back to work and stop using all my PTO time. Thanks for talking with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Get a good shot.
Well, you do.
Yes, for those of you just joining us, we do have a scanner live with us, kind of keeping us up to date with the action here so we can hear. That was the northbound, just clearing himself out at the north end of Dalton. Clearing, he's now cleared north end Dalton, proceeding. He'll go on up to Varnell and Cohutta, on up to Appleton, and then on over to Chattanooga. If anybody is north of us and has an exact location, let us all know down here in Dalton where 583 may be at this moment. We are here at the Dalton Freight Depot awaiting Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, the P&LE CSXT 1875 Heritage locomotive. Going to be going south on the W&A, go Western and Atlantic. He was up at Waxahachie this morning, then you saw him go past RCAM, and then he's been sitting in Tunnel Hill for the last couple hours there. And we'll continue to listen to the scanner for his clearance to cross the diamond and proceed south. And here comes a CSX high rail truck. He went past here earlier.
Post 36.2, no defects.
That looked like a pretty new high rail.
That's your tax flash there. Oh, go ahead. I just cycled it and it seemed to work now. Norfolk Southern, milepost 36.2, no defects.
That defect detector is to the north. That would have been that last train we saw. We have horn! We have horn! Casey, 3, 2, 1. XX up our production. Now let's get ready. And let's hope this is 583 our way right here in Dalton.
North Middle, Dalton, CSXT 1875, Southbound M583, 24 hours.
That is him. He just cleared middle Dalton. That is him. If you weren't excited, let's get excited now because I am. Here he comes. He just cleared middle Dalton. You heard him. We have Gates.